If I were in that cage, I'm pretty sure I'd soil my wetsuit. But filming this encounter without any protection whatsoever is legendary diver Andre Hartman.
My first thought when I saw the shark inside the cage, I thought to myself, oh. And I just kept on rolling and tried to go around and help the shark out. The gap is too big. I learned not to let the shark get the bait when you have a big gap like that. Because every time the shark grabs the bait, there's no controlling him. And he does what he wants.
The best things about fishing are the tranquility, the serenity,
Whoa!
the packs of hungry sharks,
Holy sh**! Oh!
This shark was chasing down this tuna this guy had. And when the tuna swam behind him, the shark took its opportunity to try to catch it.
Whoa!
And that's just a moment where a shark's trying to steal a fish from a fisherman.
Holy sh**!
Give me the.
It's a mako!
Oh my!
The hooked shark from this clip is a mako, which is the fastest swimming shark species out there. What it's doing is it's propelling or breaching itself out of the water simply to remove that hook.
Oh my!
They're also one of the most athletic sharks in the world, and they've been known to jump up to 30 feet in the air. So when this animal gets caught by a line, it doesn't react very well. And these guys got an incredible show and display of what these animals do.
Dude!
But sharks can be playful too. In fact, sharks love playing with their food. Wow, that was hard to watch. I'm speaking, of course, about that dude's mankini.
I mean, the guy is sitting there in a Speedo or whatever it is, completely bare arms, completely bare legs. There are chainmail suits that you can wear for hand-feeding sharks. Definitely, that was just a shark going for the fish, and his technique failed. And the shark grabbed the arm instead of the fish.
I've been on hundreds and hundreds of dives with bull sharks. I can tell you unequivocally that is not how you feed bull sharks. Essentially, he was like a matador with a bull, and he was taking that piece of fish and holding it right in front of the bull shark's face, and then not releasing it when he should have.
When you taunt the top of the food chain, you're gonna get bitten.
You can be innocently spearfishing and realize you're not the only hunter around. That great white literally scared him out of his socks.
Video! Woo! Gnarly!
Bumping and biting is how sharks really get to go investigate. They want to look into the size and strength of this possible prey or possible rival.
If you're in the water spearing fish, you have to assume that sharks might find you. Sharks have very acute senses, and one of those senses is the lateral line that follows along its body, and that's interconnected into a series of sensors called the ampullae of Lorenzini. This picks up any kind of struggling fish, metal, other senses in the water, kind of like a sixth sense.
He did pretty much what you were supposed to do. He kept his eyes on the sharks. He swam backwards. He grabbed his spear gun, which is a really good thing to do because you want something between you and the shark.
animal's that excited, an accident can happen. The calmer you keep yourself, the better the situation is.
That cunt was trying to eat me. Holy
When fishing from a tiny kayak, you might want to avoid bringing a live shark on board. And right now, every man watching this is crossing his legs.
Sharks feel pain, so this animal is in pain. How would you like if I put a hook in your mouth and pulled you? I don't think you'd like that.
Sharks are highly intelligent. That's why some of them make wonderful thieves. However, let's not discriminate against sharks. Other species do it too.
Oh my God, did he just eat it? He just grabbed the freaking
That looks like a Goliath grouper. These groupers are massive. They could eat small fish, small sharks, all kinds of stuff. It saw that the shark couldn't run away, took its chance, and ate the entire shark.
Planning about your job, think about these guys. They have to remove a hook from a grumpy shark's mouth.
This sentient apex predator is in strife. The hook is embedded in its head. And this wonderful diver has patience and courage and unhooks the hook, and the shark is so happy. How good is that?
This is the common misconception with hooks, is that they always say they'll rust away. If they're stainless steel or they're galvanized, those hooks will never rot and they'll never come out.
Remember this clip? Now let's see the rest of this heart-stopping story.
Oh my God.
It's in the cage. Oh my God.
Anybody in there?
Yes, somebody's in the cage. Oh my God. It has to be mink. It's mink.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay?
Jeez.